You thought you knew these heroes, but their real lives now will shock you. The faces that once ruled the box office vanished almost overnight, from red carpets and roaring fans to silence and shadows. Some walked away from fame on their own terms. Others were pushed out by scandals, age, or tragedy. The same men and women who once defined courage now battle illness, isolation, and forgotten fame. Yet a few are planning unbelievable comebacks that no one saw coming. Where did the legends of the 80s and 90s go? And what really happened behind the lights, the fame, and the fall? Stay till the end, because the last name on this list will change how you see Hollywood forever. He broke bones on screen and box office records off it. In the late 80s and 90s, Steven Seagal was untouchable, a martial arts master turned movie icon, known for his calm fury and deadly precision. But behind the stoic stare, a storm was brewing. Controversies, lawsuits, and whispers of ego soon overshadowed the fame. Hollywood doors began to close, one by one. By the 2000s, Seagal had quietly vanished, resurfacing overseas, making low-budget films, and forging unexpected political ties. In 2025, the man once hailed as Hollywood's toughest action hero lives in quiet exile, far from the red carpets that made him a legend. Yet his story still divides fans. Was Steven Seagal misunderstood, or did fame finally catch up to him? He was the ultimate action hero, the man who brought Blade to life and redefined cool in the 90s. Wesley Snipes wasn't just fighting vampires. He was slaying box office records and breaking barriers for black action stars everywhere. But then came the downfall. Tax evasion charges, court battles, and prison time turned Hollywood's sharpest blade into a ghost. When he returned, the industry had moved on. New heroes had taken the spotlight. Yet even today, his charisma and legacy remain untouchable. In 2025, he wasn't just the Terminator. He was the definition of power, ambition, and reinvention. From bodybuilding stages to blockbuster fame, and even the governor's office, Arnold Schwarzenegger conquered it all. But fame came with battles, scandal, divorce, and the heavy toll of time. In 2025, the action titan faces health challenges but remains unstoppable, inspiring millions with his words, workouts, and wisdom. He's no longer chasing stardom, he's building legacy, because Arnold didn't just play a machine, he became one, unbreakable, unforgettable, and forever iconic. He wasn't just a fighter, he was a phenomenon. Jackie Chan turned pain into comedy, danger into art, and fear into fearlessness. From Drunken Master to Rush Hour, every stunt was real. Every scar, a story. But in 2025, Jackie's life has slowed down. No more skyscraper jumps or broken bones. Instead, he's mentoring young stars, reflecting on a lifetime of risk and laughter. Through decades of fame, controversy, and global adoration, one thing never changed: his heart for the craft. Jackie Chan didn't just redefine action, he redefined perseverance itself. A living legend, still inspiring the world, one fearless smile at a time. He never needed explosions or kung fu kicks. His weapon was presence. From Training Day to Malcolm X, Denzel Washington didn't just act, he commanded every frame. A powerhouse of talent, discipline, and grace, he redefined what it meant to be a Hollywood legend. While others chased fame, Denzel built a legacy rooted in family, faith, and purpose. In 2025, he still inspires, producing, mentoring, and choosing roles that carry meaning over money. Through decades of success, he stayed humble, reminding the world that true greatness isn't loud, it's lasting. Denzel Washington, proof that integrity never goes out of style. He was grace and power in perfect motion. Jet Li wasn't just an action star, he was a living embodiment of discipline and spirit. From Shaolin Temple to Hero and Lethal Weapon 4, his moves left audiences breathless across continents. But behind the calm eyes, life wasn't easy. Years of injuries and a serious thyroid illness nearly took him off his feet. In 2025, Jet Li lives quietly, choosing peace over fame, teaching meditation, philosophy, and the art of balance. Once the fastest fists in cinema, Today, he proves true strength isn't in the body, it's in the soul. Jet Li, the warrior who conquered the world and then found peace within. He wasn't just Apollo Creed, he was the heart and power behind one of cinema's greatest rivalries. From Rocky to Predator, Carl Weathers defined 80s toughness with class, confidence, and undeniable presence. But as time passed, he shifted from action to storytelling, directing and mentoring new talent. In his later years, he found peace away from the chaos of fame, respected, admired, and forever iconic. Even after his passing in 2025, Carl Weathers' spirit still punches through Hollywood history, reminding us that true legends never fade. She was the face of female strength. Sarah Connor, the warrior who changed how Hollywood saw women in action. From the terrified waitress in The Terminator to the unstoppable force in T2, Linda Hamilton became a symbol of power, resilience, and raw emotion. But fame came with battles of its own. Burnout, privacy struggles, and years away from the spotlight. In 2025, she's living quietly, appearing only for roles that truly matter. Still fierce, still fearless, Linda Hamilton didn't just survive the machines. She conquered Hollywood on her own terms. He was the Muscles from Brussels, a global sensation who kicked, flipped, and fought his way into Hollywood history. From Bloodsport to Kickboxer, Jean-Claude Van Damme wasn't just an actor. He was a movement. But behind the glory came chaos, addiction, divorces, and a battle with bipolar disorder that nearly destroyed him. For years, he vanished from the spotlight, replaced by new faces and fading fame. Yet the fighter in him never quit. In 2025, Van Damme stands strong, older, wiser, and finally at peace with the man behind the legend. He was the perfect mix of brains and brawn, a real-life genius with a master's degree in chemical engineering who became Hollywood's ultimate powerhouse. From Rocky IV to Universal Soldier, Dolph Lundgren was the cold, unstoppable machine every hero feared. But behind that steel exterior hid a man battling pain, heartbreak, and years of health struggles, including a cancer diagnosis he fought in silence. In 2025, Dolph has made an inspiring comeback, embracing life, love, and purpose beyond the punches. Once a symbol of raw power, today he stands as proof that true strength comes from survival. He wasn't just the American ninja, he was the face of a generation's martial arts dreams. From street-smart underdog to global action star, Michael Dudikoff dominated the 80s with charisma, agility, and heart. But when the era of big-budget blockbusters faded, so did Hollywood's call. He quietly stepped away, choosing family, peace, and a life far from the spotlight. In 2025, Dudikoff lives a calm, grounded life, occasionally appearing at fan events, grateful for the legacy he built. Once a warrior on screen, now a symbol of quiet strength. They were the heroes of our childhood, and the legends we'll never forget. Fame fades, but their stories live on forever. Tell us, which action star still inspires you? Like, comment, and subscribe for more untold journeys of Hollywood's greatest icons.